Welcome to Shomach Show on the Daf, Shir sponsor Lui Nishmas, I'm Yaakov Shalom Le'abas Yitzchok. We're holding Metzia Daf Nun Ches. The Gemara in Amud Beis starts the Haggadah that discusses the idea of an oino, when a person causes pain in agony to his friend. And the Gemara says in the end of Amud Beis that Kol Hamalbin Pnei Chaveiro barabim ki'ilu shoifech dam, is as if he's killing him. Anybody who embarrasses his friend in public is as if he kills his friend. And the Gemara continues and says, Omerle shafir kalmars, you're saying good. You see that goes the red and comes the white, meaning when a person is embarrassed, he becomes pale. That white shows that he's losing his blood, losing his red, so there's a little bit of death over here. And the part of Shah, when you learn the Gemara, is that the Gemara is explaining itself. The Gemara is saying that what does it mean, the fact that he's turning pale. But the Maharal says that's not what the Gemara is saying. There's two mandomer over here. The Brisa says, and then Rav Nachar Baitzri says, Shafir Karman, you're saying good because you see it on the face. Mashal the Brisa is saying something else. Rav Nachar Baitzri is just coming to add that you see it physically. So what is the Brisa talking about? So the Maharal says something very deep. And we'll start with how the Maharal addresses this Nekudo in his Pirush and Pirkei Avos Derech Chaim on Perek Gimel Mishnah Yudalet. There it says, the Chaviv Odom Shenivra B'Tzelem. It says the Maharal, what is it Tzelem? Tzelem Elokim. Because Baruch Hu said, Na'aseh Odom B'Tzelmeinu Kidmuseinu. We're creating an Odom that has a Tzelem Elokim. What is a Tzelem Elokim? So it says the Maharal in length, very, very, very long, Arichos there in Derech Chaim. Tzelem Elokim is the spiritual aspect that an Odom has. A person is created from a guf down here, but he has his spiritual concept that comes on him. He has the ruchni part, which is on his body. And you see it in two ways, says the Maharal. One way is the fact that he stands b'koymas gufo, stands up straight. And the second thing is the face. When you look at a partzuf Odom, every face of Odom looks different. What shines, what comes out, what permeates from a person's face is his tzelem Elokim. The way he's compared to Gavoya, the way he's compared up there to HaKadosh Baruch Hu, because that's where you see the neshama of Odom. And it goes there, Maharal, to say that that's the difference between a malach and an Odom. A malach is kuli ruchni, he's all spiritual. But an Odom who's gashmi, is physical, and he has a ruchni part which is engraved in him. That's the unbelievable thing that Odom has. He's a guf that has ruchnius which is on him. He says that's the bracha we say in Chuppah. Asher yotza es Odom bet salmoy. Because Baruch created the Odom with his own tzelem. You have an Odom with his guf, and he also have a tzelem Elokim which is on top of his guf. And he goes there in a very long arichus to say that the tzelem is the ruchnius of the Odom, and the fact that you could be able to see it on the face of every human being. Just by the way, to mention that Ramoy Shapir Zatzal, my Rebbe, he was very bothered with some words in Ivrit that were created, that were made up in order to use for modern technology. And some words he felt was mamish a misuse and a misunderstanding of what the word means. He said the word matzlema. What's matzlema? A camera. Why is a camera matzlema? Because it takes a picture of a human being. It takes a picture of the tzelem. Says Ramoshe, the camera takes a picture of the tzelem? The camera takes a picture of the gufa Adam, not the tzelem of the Adam. You're never able to capture in the camera the tzelem Elokim. To call the camera matzlema is completely the misunderstanding of what the word tzelem really means. But let's go back to our sugya. Says the Maharal, when a person embarrasses his friend, what he does is, what's going away, what's being removed, is the tzelem Elokim. When a person causes an embarrassment to Adam, to a certain extent, he's taking away his tzelem Elokim by taking the tzura that permeates from his face. That he takes it away. It means that he's somewhat taking away the tzelem Elokim for a temporary basis, and that is the shfichus damim. The shfichus damim is when you take away the neshama from the guf. When a person is embarrassed in a certain way, the neshama is being removed from the guf, and that's the tzelem Elokim. And that's the Hemshech Gemara, that you really see it because the face turns pale. So I mean, there is some physical element that you see that Tzelem Elokim is being removed. This is what the Maharal explained what it means. They call Hamalbin Chaveiro b'Rabim kilu shoifech damim. Just to conclude, it was brought down the name of the Imre Emes. The Imre Emes said that that's really the avodah of Adam, because one of the ways for a person to be kabel b'tshuva is for him to be embarrassed. As a person who is malbin Pnei Chaveiro, meaning himself, he caused himself to be embarrassed. So then, Ozil Sumka, the red goes away and the white comes, referring to what it says in the pasuk, kashani, if your chatoim will be so red, kashel yelbinu, will turn to be white. Through embarrassment, we can turn the red into white. Anyone who wants to join the Shomachshava email list to WhatsApp group, please email shomachshava@gmail.com.